Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Super Mario Bros. 3, the All-Stars Edition. On this episode, we're taking care of World 3, and it's going to be a little longer than usual, about 20 minutes or so, but that's okay. I'd rather do 20 minutes than cut it into two different sections because the two different sections will be short. So, down there was a fire flower, but I'm going to ignore that. I'd rather just be Raccoon Mario for a while. Fire flowers are very useful in the water world, obviously. There's only one more suit that would be more powerful in the water world. Well, maybe two other suits, but that other suit we're not going to get for a long time. The other suit I'm mentioning that is just about the best suit in the water world, water level, well, we're going to get that eventually, but not just yet. At any rate, down here is an alternative path, and we have a 1-up down here as well, if you need it. Mario 3 has a lot of neat 1-ups around. Well, hidden 1-ups, I guess. A lot of 1-ups everywhere. 1-ups everywhere, you know. Also, this world's going to have, I believe in 3.6, well, we'll get to that momentarily, but there's another location that you can get 99 lives if you want. World 2. Half water, half air. Half land, sea, and air. Whatever. Anyway. This is one of those levels where the raccoon suit is really useful. And a lot of the worlds in this, a lot of the levels in this world, rather, are really difficult. So the difficulty really spikes up in World 3. It's just the water mechanics. And then they introduce some enemies that just keep respawning and respawning, and they're a pain in the ass. There's a 1-up over here if you want it. That's what the P-switch is there for, you know, so you can get that 1-up. And here we get a frog suit. So this is our next power-up that we can use. Frog suits are very useful, of course, in the water worlds. Or water levels. And right here I'm kind of getting rid of some of my extraneous items. So don't worry about that. Some of these I'm not going to need. But you can kind of stack them if you wanted to, I suppose. This is very useful to have a Starman in this level because of Big Bertha down here. Of course, I don't really use it very much, but that's alright. I'm going to skip past a little bit of it here. I almost got eaten by Big Bertha. Big Bertha will instant kill you. Instant death. And that sucks. By the way, I didn't show this, so I'm going to go back and take a look. There's a P-switch over here, and this helps if the level is low, because it creates this nice little bridge. It kind of looks like something out of Castlevania 2. Also, if you're interested, there's something over here. I'm going to wait for Big Bertha to kind of get out of the way here. But you can get a 1-up here if you need it. You don't have to, but it's there. This is not the only level with Big Bertha in it. Or I'm going to call it Big Bertha. It may be another name for it, I don't know. I'll look it up later or something. This is our first fortress. There's actually 2 fortresses in World 3, the water world. This fortress is kind of a pain in the butt because there's about 7 doors we have to go through. Well, not go through, but pass by. Well, no, more doors than that. I think it's 9. I can't count, you know. Anyways, the last door over here contains a nice little secret area. If you want some extra coins, you can do that. And it's kind of good to get these extra coins because they do accumulate over time. You can get them over and over again or something like that. And then You can accumulate them and get extra lives that way, or more points if you want. By the way, for the contest, we're still a long way to go in terms of the shares. I need to wait for Google Analytics to update and see how that is, but that's alright. Whatever happens, happens. Que sera, sera. C'est la vie. But just to let you know, I will record World 8 before I actually give you the email for the contest. Because that way, you know, I won't be able to change the score to make somebody win. Or, you know. That way the score is set in stone well before I pick a winner. Because that way I'll know what the, you know, the score will be. You'll just have to trust me on that. We'll have to go on the honor system. Here, by the way, is a way to get 99 lives, if you want. A lot of people don't show this off, and I figured I might as well. It's kind of tricky to get. What you need to do is get Lakitu over here by going forward in the level, and grabbing a turtle shell, and then just kicking it over here, and just chilling out here. And eventually, you'll start getting 99 lives. And the points are a little different. Well, I think actually, no, the points are about the same as they are in Super Mario World. They'll kind of exponentially go up. And you can just chill out here. I'm not going to get 99 lives just yet. But I'm going to get about 61 to 62 or something like that. I can't remember the number before I left, but that's okay. I like how you can just chill out here. Back and forth, back and forth. Left and right, left and right. Over here, over there, over here, over there. It's a very efficient way of getting 99 lives. If you do this twice in this level and just kind of die, you know, you'll be able to get 99 without a problem. And why not? It's there. I think this is where I stopped. And you'll notice that that last turtle shell actually gave us a 1-up, but since it was off screen, it didn't give us the 1-up. Or something like that. I'd have to go back and check. Thought it was kind of a problem there. Also, this is what the music box does. It puts the Hammer Brothers to sleep and it lasts for a couple of levels. But really, it's useless. I mean, why not just get rid of the Hammer Brothers? I mean, they're not really that difficult. Here's the frog suit, by the way, and I'm going to use the frog suit in this level to get a bonus area. There's actually another bonus area in World 4 that you could save the frog suit for, but there's a way around that, and I'll show you in the next episode. Frog suit is kind of difficult to control, but it has one distinct advantage. In that it's really not affected by those pushing pipes very much. And you can go down this pipe here and get some extra 1-ups. I like that this Super Mario 3 gave you these rather large question blocks, indicating that there's more than one item in there, you know, or it's a special item, or it's a bonus item, or something like that. Now, the frog suit is great in water, but it's useless on land. You can't run with it. It's very slow. So there is a trade-off for that. And you don't get very many frog suits either. Hammer Brothers are still asleep. That's okay. You'll notice a canoe there. We'll get to that in a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and check this out. I like how the frog suit has two little eyes above Mario's head there. So he's like 4 eyes, or is that ears? I don't know. Looks like eyes, looks like ears. It could be both. It's ears. I used to think that was eyes for the longest time. I don't know why. Oh, you just witnessed an epiphany there, folks. It's hammer time. We don't have any parachute pants though, so don't hurt him, Hammer. favorite suit, though, we're actually going to see in the next episode. Well, one of my favorite suits. I'm going to try to hold on to some of my favorite suits as long as possible. You don't have to, but I'm going to make it interesting, I suppose. Also, there's a one up here if you want it. I'm really gonna get close to 99 lives in the next couple of episodes. There are not any eggs or anything like that in episodes. I don't know. What's funny about eggs? Trying to think of egg references in Mario games, but I'm sure somebody will say, "Oh yeah, there's an egg and an egg and an egg." Well, that's okay. This is the only level that these guys show up, these spikes. And they throw spikes at you. It's kind of like a Lakitu, but a horizontal Lakitu, I suppose. If you want to call them that. It's kind of a neat little world, this. And also that's why I don't like using warp whistles, because you skip past these really cool worlds they designed. With neat little enemies. And neat little secrets. And happy little P-switches. We're not going to use that P-switch. Bye-bye. Now, if you take this bonus area, this is why I wanted to show it, you'll actually get an extra item. And this kind of skips over the rest of the level, but trust me, there's not much else in the level that is really worth seeing, so I don't mind skipping this. So we can't go back into that level. Here's our next fortress. A lot of water in this fortress. It's a flooded fortress. The flooded fortress of Fate and Fury. Like the flying fickle finger of fate. I didn't mind getting hit there because I was going to go into Fire Mario anyway. So, who cares, right? This is a new enemy here, Stretch. I think it's new. I don't remember seeing it earlier in the game, but I always thought this was kind of a weird enemy. Just, you know, Boo's kind of coming out of a rectangle, but whatever. I didn't design the game. Bye-bye, Boo Boom. This is the world that's a pain in the ass, because there are vines in here that you can climb up to avoid being swallowed whole by Big Bertha. And, yeah. And this is the level where you have to get a certain number of coins for the White Mushroom House to show up. You need these coins, at least. And then what you have to do... I got lucky there. You have to grab these coins. Every coin you see on the screen, get it. Usually the number of points that you have to get for the White Mushroom House is the maximum number of points you can get for that level. Anyway. I suppose I could get rid of Bertha with the Fire Flower, but I just kind of felt like chilling out. I'm gonna try to get him now. There we go. And he's back. Or she's back, I don't know. Or maybe it's called Big Mouth or something, I don't know. I'll have to look that up. It's not important. The name isn't important, just avoid it, because that's instant death. get those coins over here and get this P-switch. You have just enough time. And that's it. That's all you really have to do. And by then you should have enough coins. Also notice the score just went over 400,000. So keep that in mind for the contest. I'm kind of curious what the entries are going to be like. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to get enough shares. I've tried to promote it as much as I can, but that's okay. The channel's small, it's growing, we'll get better. You know, we'll get better. Also, you can go behind these white blocks if you're interested. And actually, keep that in mind for the end of this episode. All of the white blocks you see, you can go behind them. There's one specific white block you can go behind in World 1-3, of course with Warp Whistle, if you want it. But, you know, every single white block, you can do that. Here we become Frog Mario. I like his little feet move and wiggle when he's swimming around. We can't break these ice blocks from underneath, and we can't really do much there, so you might as well move on. I almost got hit there. Frog, frog, frog. You'll probably, if you've seen my Symphony of the Night Let's Play, you'll notice, maybe you'll remember some frog references in there. I don't know, that's really obscure. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the P-Wing out of here. I'm trying to think what I want to do with the P-Wings. I really don't need them, you know. But I'm gonna stockpile them anyway. It's kind of difficult to get the Hammer Brothers as Frog Mario, but that's okay. Also, if you get the canoe and go over this way, you can get a whole bunch of extra items. If you want them. A lot of people skip over this, but I don't know, it's kind of interesting that they give you a whole bunch of, kind of some extra stuff to look for. And I could use these extra leaves. Let's make like a tree and leave out of here. I don't know. Make like a tree and get out of here. Yes, Back to the Future. I do want to play that game, the Back to the Future game that came out recently, a couple of years ago. It might be interesting. I'll have to check it out. Frog, 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 frog. That's what I think he's saying when he's jumping around. He's going frog, 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 frog. Frog suit's not very useful for the airship, so I'm going to skip that. No point. this isn't, bleh. This isn't a bad airship. I think World 4 has a worse airship than this. But try to guess what Koopaling we're gonna have to deal with. We're gonna deal with, well, you'll see. I almost revealed it before we got there. Yeah, Wendy Koopa and her candy rings of death. She's easy to deal with, though. Now, are we going to get the magic wand before it hits the ground? Yes, yes we are. I don't know why, but the rhythm of that music really threw me off for a while until I figured out it was actually triplets. But anyway, whatever. Being a music nerd, that's me. Anyways, remember those white blocks. There you go. That's just indicating about the first one that we see in World 1-3 for the Warp Whistle. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.